Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. First of all, thank you for being a really important voice and sacred disruptor archetype that is here to stand in the fire of truth and not shrink back. One of the things I've had to really work on is when I am met with fire, how do I be like water? Right? Because there is a time where, it's important that fire meets fire, right? Or dragon meets dragon, definitely. And what if there was an opportunity for me to create even more transformation in this space by allowing myself to meet fire with water? What if, right, and this could be an inquiry for you, what if my voice was heard even more potently or even more deeply? If there were places where I could soften that edge first and then allow for that truth to be heard. So I'm always looking at, what is this in particular triggering in me? Energy compounds. So if we think about how energy compounds, when we create something from a wounded space inside of ourselves, we create more wound. We've all, most of us have probably been on the backside of that, right? If somebody comes at me, listen, I'm gonna come right back. It's a lot harder for me to soften and listen. And so even if you just think of that, right? Like when you create from wound, you create more wound, right? So if I can meet which starts with ourselves, right? So we have to first and foremost be looking at, okay, what is this touching into for me, right? My reaction, my defensiveness is touching into something. Wow, okay, so I'm also hearing and I'm seeing through the lens, like this person right here, they're a teacher for me, right? Wow, it's uncomfortable, but I'm here for it. I'm here to be stretched. Okay, how can I meet myself first in the place where it's tender, right? So you could even ask yourself, what am I feeling here in this moment? I'm feeling defensive. I'm feeling upset. I'm feeling frustrated, and even trace that back. When is the first time I can remember feeling upset and frustrated or not heard and not seen, right? So the more you can get specific about what in particular emotions or thought forms are being triggered, then the quicker we can actually trace that back inside of ourselves. So there might be a little bit of homework here for you, or soul work here for you, or an invitation here for you to deepen outside of these conversations. You could mentally track. You could go back to your desk or wherever and you could write down, okay, so he said this, and I said, and this was my reaction, which was to get angry and defensive, and rightfully so, right? And then underneath that, what was the feeling underneath my reaction? Well, the feelings were upset. The feelings were that I wasn't heard or seen or validated in any way. There's an opportunity, I think, for you to expand the range of your ability to communicate, because what if your long-term fight is more deeply heard through that initial, okay, how can I show up to this first with compassion and understanding, and then let me make a stand.